Shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing out this word in true sincerity. Brother Chanak coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash. And what I have here is a small little documentary, 17 minutes long, a little over 17 minutes. I watched the whole thing, but what I have here is a still shot of the documentary. Now, the title of the documentary, and if I remember, I'll put it in the description box. If not, that's the title. You see it. It's from CGTN America, which is a Chinese back news outlet, which they go into some pretty good things. It's almost like a RT, and they have some pretty good documentaries. And what they're, there's a little piece that they did on Venezuela. And I remember the Apostle Tar speaking about Venezuela years back, and how they're catching nothing but hell. Okay, the tribe, I believe that's the tribe of Asher. Okay, the Latin tribes down there in Central and South America, they're catching nothing but pure hell. Okay, and their situation is getting worse by the day, and it's pretty much a prelude to how things are going to be happening in America. The total breakdown of society. The devaluing of their dollar. Which, by the way, Venezuela, they're going digital. So all these things are moving towards this global agenda. The MOB. Which, when I watched this documentary, I was thinking to myself, a lot of Jake down there in Central and South America, they're gonna take that mark because of the extreme poverty and the dire situations that they're in, and this is what the elites want everybody to be in. Okay, now you can watch. I will watch this. It's 17 minutes long. I might play a little bit of the video. I might just play a little bit of the video. We'll see. But I have a still shot here, and you can see Cesar Borgia. It will play a little bit, actually, just to kind of get a little bit, little bit more context. But basically, Jake is down there catching nothing but pure hell. All right, in just bad situations. They're pretty much starving to death. It's somewhere in this video when you watch it, the lady was talking about how it's basically like a slow death, and around 10 years back they were doing really good. They were doing really good. A lot of them were middle class, but now in Venezuela the middle class is totally destroyed. And when you watching this, you might get a little, oh man, my people. But look, nah. Look who they worship. They are not going to stop worshiping Cesar Borgia. Now you are gonna have some of them that's gonna come out of that, that's gonna believe on Yahweh Bashem Al Shai. Okay, that's not out of the realm of possibility. Our people are going to hear this word. And prophets are being raised up down there in Central America. I'm not sure if there's a camp out there in Venezuela. I'm not sure. I know there's in Mexico. But this is Jake's downfall. They believe in Cesar Borgia, and they pray to Cesar Borgia, and that's one of the characteristics of the Northern Kingdom, is that they're joined to idols. Let me bring out this little scripture real quick. This is Hosea. I'm going to go right to the point. Hosea 4:17. Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. Now Ephraim is the head of the Northern Kingdom, the 10 tribes, and they take the spirit. They take on that spirit of being joined unto idols. Okay, Ephraim just means you have Ephraim, but it's all the 10 tribes. They're heavily joined to idols. They worship Cesar Borgia, and this is the reason why they're in this dire situation. You got to watch this. You got to watch it. Jake is out there catching another Papiro. So let's play a little bit of this. Let's start with her story, and we'll play a little bit of it.
Immediate needs. This is Yare, a small town less than an hour from the capital. Billy works selling vegetables in a local market stall. She lives outside the town in a social housing project built around 15 years ago under the presidency of the late Hugo Chavez. Up until Venezuela's economic downturn around 7 years ago, Billy said she was doing quite well. She was selling cars, middle-class aspirations.
You see that? Those Venezuelans were doing pretty well, man. And then it's everything start collapsing. Their life start crumbling. She used to sell cars with her husband. Now check this out.
Seemed within her reach.
Let me play that a little bit back.
Class 7 years ago, Billy said she was doing quite well. She was selling cars. Middle-class aspirations seemed within her reach. Now her own car is rusting away.
El motor se le trancó por tanto tiempo parado. Mira, está sentado sin nada en el piso, o sea, es triste. Sí. Después de tú andar en carro bueno, llegaste a este nivel, ¿sabes?
She showed us inside her home. Billy is running out of money. As her possessions are worth something in dollars, she's selling them.
Ahorita estoy vendiendo esto. Estoy vendiendo esta mesa. Me la estoy vendiendo.
See that? That's Cesar Borgia. And she's so down on her luck that she has to start selling all her goods. And when you watch this, they follow, or they do like a little mini story on maybe 4 or 5 families, maybe 4 families, 4 people, and it's all the same, and each family is progressively worse. Let's play a little bit more.
Vendiendo este juego de bar y estoy vendiendo la nevera.
Pero si vendes, ¿vas a comprar nuevo o vas a vender?
No, ya no sabría que volvería otra vez porque en realidad vendía hasta el horno de la.
She got to sell her refrigerator. Things are so bad. Remember, you got to understand, this is heightened because of the pandemic. Now you're not really seeing that here in America because America has America has a higher standard of living, so they're not really feeling a pinch like these Central American countries or different places of the earth that they were pretty much on poverty line, and the pandemic has pretty much heightened that. Yet you're gonna start to see this in America, man. You're gonna start to see people have to start selling. They're gonna sell all their gold and silver. They're gonna sell all their appliances. They're gonna sell their car. They're gonna sell their clothes. They're gonna you're gonna start to see that because money is going to get scarce out here, and especially when that dollar is even devalued even more. Because you have to remember, the Venezuela I forget exactly. I don't want to pronounce it wrong. I forget their currency is hyperinflation. Okay, hyperinflation.
De aquí de mi cocina lo vendí. Vendí el horno. De aquí de la cocina. Tuve que vender el horno. La campana. Tuve que venderla también.
She had to sell her fan. See? I didn't want to do that. She needed the money to invest, but the investment didn't work. The Most High is not with it, man. And you're gonna see, and throughout all this this documentary I've seen, that Cesar Borgia, that stuck out, and pretty much that's the reason why Jake is in the position that they're in now, because of these different gods that they were worshiping.
De invertir para ver si sacaba la plata, pero no. yo me mudé aquí, esto era, no tenía nada. Esas eran 4 paredes sin nada, pues. Y pintura, porque usaba hasta sin pintura. Con esfuerzo, pues todo lo he hecho con esfuerzo. La lavadora ya no sirve. Ya es una maldad, ya me ha tocado lavar a mano.
¿Y camas se está vendiendo?
Solamente tengo 2 camas. Solamente tengo 2 camas, aunque yo tengo 3 hijos y ya deberían de dormir en camas separadas porque son 3. Está el de 20, está el de 17 y está el que tiene de 14 años. Entonces lo tengo que poner a dormir a los 3 juntos.
Those are some grown ass kids. They all gotta sleep in the bed together. Okay? See the Christmas.
¿Toda la gente en esta zona está vendiendo cosas?
Sí, hay muchas personas vendiendo.
See, a lot of people are selling their possessions, especially now. Especially now. Because what did Esau say? You can't go to work. You have to social distance. Okay?
Para poder comer, que si para una medicina, porque la necesidad. Todo es peor cada día. Yo digo, mira, ni el Titanic, pues se hundió, se hundió.
See, watch. This is a great analogy that she's about to say of pretty much the poor amongst our people down there in Venezuela. Because you got certain Venezuelans doing good. A lot of them are Edomites. Okay? But let's hear this.
Sí, hay muchas personas vendiendo para poder comer, que si para una medicina, porque la necesidad. Todo es peor cada día. Yo digo, mira, ni el Titanic, pues se hundió, se hundió. Esto no, esto es lento. Esto es como una muerte lenta.
See that? It's like a super slow death. And when I heard that, and just watching the whole video in its entirety, you know, that's exactly what Esau Edom wants to do to you Americans. He wants to bring you to your knees. So when he brings in this new system, you pretty much have no other choice. You have no other choice. Cause they gon' a lot of Jake down there, they gonna take that mark. Okay? They gonna take that mark because they love Cesar Borgia, okay? And they're in dirt poverty, and people are dying around them. They're dirt poor, you know. They were doing good at one point, and then boom, okay? One thing after another, and these things are going to get progressively worse as the earth becomes even more evil, okay? And this is going to come to America, to where it's going to be, you know, just total all-out anarchy because people are have the, you know, there's a lack of bread, there's a lack of water. Hey, it's going to get ugly, man. It's going to get ugly. This is just pretty much a prelude to these things just breaking loose. Let's listen a little bit more.
It wasn't always like this, she said.
Claro, yo en 10 años más o menos algo podía comprar. Yo por lo menos, mi esposo y yo, imagínate, vendíamos carros, vendíamos
motos. There you go. Cesar Borgia. She said 10 years ago it wasn't like that. They were able to buy things. Okay? We're you know, the prophets were telling you. I want to bring out a scripture before I play a little bit more. And this the next person that they follow is even worse, man. It's even worse. Okay, Jake is down there catching up with pure hell, but you know what? Good for they ass. Okay, good for them. Okay, we don't feel no type of way about it. Hey, that's the judgment of the Lord, man. And just thinking about our situation, we're highly blessed because we have this word, we have this knowledge. Okay, and with that gives us the proper understanding of why all these things are happening and where we fit in the puzzle. Okay, we have an opportunity to repent and come back to Yahweh Shema Shai and him show us mercy. Okay, because a lot of our people, they just gonna get the business. It's gonna be one thing after another, one thing after another. Okay, Jacob's trouble. We're coming into Jacob's trouble where Jacob is gonna be all messed up, man. You see what's going down over there? You see what's going down in Brazil? It's a tragedy. Okay, let's read this. Isaiah 1:3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. Okay, these are animals, by the way. And these are what people will call dumb animals or stubborn animals. Okay, but they know their owner. Okay, the ass, the donkey, they know their master's crib, the place that they have for them. Okay, but Israel does not know. My people does not consider. See, Israel, in which they're Israelites, whether you got Negro only Israelites, if you don't get your act together, the Most High is going to get you basically. So all you jakes that don't believe in a full doctrine, the Most High is going to just push you out of the way. Yeah, you're really not doing anything. Okay, you're deceiving your own selves. Okay, but besides that, all right, Jake down that's Israel. Okay, that's the nation of Israel down there. Okay, all the tribes, and they don't consider. Okay, well, his real name is Yahweh Shai. They don't consider him being a dark skinned man with woolly hair, a so-called Negro. They don't consider his true name. They don't consider. Let's read it again. Let's just read it again, because I'm pretty sure you got a lot of Jakes down there that heard the video some form or fashion, man. Okay, you go to Psalm. Let's go to Psalm 19 really quickly, just to kind of bring that point home. I'm not Psalm 19. Isaiah. Is it Psalm 19? Yeah. Psalms. I think it's Psalm 19. Give me a second. It should be. Yep. This is Psalm 19:1. It says, "The heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork." This is all going into the Most High setting up the internet. Okay. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. When you break that down, what is that talking about? That's talking about the unicorn. That's talking about the internet. How you're able to hear the words of the Lord, okay, at nighttime, in the daytime, okay, nonstop. Like the internet is still out, so you can literally watch videos until you're blue in the face, okay, as much as you can, but just the word is out there, basically. Day unto day utter speech. Videos are going out constantly. And night unto night show of knowledge. Videos are going out at night. Videos are going up nonstop. Brothers are doing videos. Okay? Certain brothers doing videos every single day. Okay? And we're a body, so it's hundreds, maybe even thousands of videos going up every single day. You got certain brothers that repost videos, new channels being made. Of course, Esau takes down channels, but new channels are being made. More people are waking up to this knowledge, right? There's no speech nor language which their voice is not heard. So right then and there, there's absolutely no excuse. The Most High sets it up to where, this word goes out in all different type of languages. Okay, Spanish being the second most spoken language in the world. Okay, and the Latin tribes, they all speak Spanish. All right, you have the brothers that speak Spanish. They have Spanish channels. You don't think that the Hebrew Israelites, the Hebrew Israelites' words have not gone down there to Venezuela? Of course they have. But our people, let's go back. Let me finish this, but let's go back to Isaiah right after this. It says, "There is no speech nor language which their voice is not heard. Their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world." How is that happening? Do you see men? Did you see the apostles get on planes and do a tour and hit different cities? Okay. Well, you have the ancient prophets. They'll actually have to go to different cities. Okay, different provinces. Yet now, okay, we can do that through the World Wide Web. Because as soon as this video goes up, it's pretty much available to anybody that has an internet connection. Okay, and that's why this word is so dangerous. And that's why Esau Edom, okay, the devil himself, okay, he wants to control that. Because now our people are starting to wake up, and you have certain of our people that are considering. The prophecies are speaking so loud that you're like, let me check this out. Let me see what's going on. Okay, yet you have a larger multitude that brush it aside, right? Okay, their line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them has he set a tabernacle for the sun. So the Most High, he gave us this internet to be able to push this knowledge and this wisdom, to push his counsel, okay, to push his words throughout the whole earth. He set the internet up. He set YouTube up. Now you got all other types of things there also, right? But you have the truth. Okay? You have the truth there. And the truth is pretty much it's flourishing. Because all these other ways of wisdom, all these other ways in walks of life, they're all being destroyed as the prophecies come in. Okay? Because nothing else is making sense. And nothing else is giving our people what they need. Okay? And that's this word. Yet you're going to have certain of our people, okay, that are not going to listen to these words. They're going to continually worship these false idols. Okay, Cesar Borgia. Okay, and this is the man that's putting nothing but hell on them. Okay, Venezuela is a country that is super rich in resources, super rich. Okay, every Venezuelan, so-called Venezuelan down there should be doing super good. Okay, because it's vast. It's a vast land with all type of natural resources and land for everybody. But you're under the hand of the oppressive devil. This is the guy who came over and slaughtered your people. Okay, and even when you bring up that history, our people they brush it aside. Okay, that's just what it is. Why? Well, the prophecy is going to tell us. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. They don't know. My people does not consider. Now let me bring out another scripture, because it says they do not know. What is that? Is that Hosea? Yep. Okay, remember we just read, my people does not know. Let's look at this word know. Let's look it up, see what's going on there. You die. Okay? It means to know, learn to know, to perceive, to discriminate, to distinguish, to know by experience, to recognize, admit, see? Acknowledge, confess. Okay? To know, be acquainted with. They're not acquainted with Yahweh Shema Shai. They do not recognize Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay? When we put up that image, when we speak about Yahweh Shai, that is foreign to them. To know a person carnally, to know how, be skillful in, to have knowledge, see? To have knowledge. Be wise. I mean, there's a lot more. You can read that on your own. But let's go here, Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Let's look at this word knowledge, just to see what that word. Dayath. But when you go into that root word, right? That root there is yadai. We just read that's the same word. So it goes back to that same word, to be acquainted with, to know, to recognize. Okay? Our people, they don't know. They don't know. Neither, remember, we got to go back. Neither do they know, right? But let's look at that word consider. Okay, let's look at that word consider, because they don't know, but now they've been told. They've been told, but they don't even consider it. Let's look at this word consider. Okay. Bayan. Okay. Bayan. It means to discern, understand, consider, perceive, discern, to understand, know with the mind, to observe, mark, give heed to. See? So the word, the Most High, I'm not going to give it to you, and then Nah, he's gonna give it to you, but then you don't even give heed to it. Our people don't give heed to wise counsel, and this is why they're destroyed. So neither do they know, and neither do they know nor consider. They don't consider these words to be true. Okay, even if you bring out the most, you can be the most eloquent brother, you can be the most fiery brother, you can break it down, you can have a degree, okay, you have a gold chain on, whatever, you can do it all. If they're not set up to believe, they're not going to believe. Ultimately, we understand that a large portion of our people are not going to get it. They're not going to come to repentance, and that storyline has been played out since the beginning. This is nothing new. So we're not like, oh my God, why Jake doesn't want to understand Jake? We're not pulling out our hair. We're not biting our teeth, grinding our teeth, because we understand, according to prophecy, that a lot of our people are going to be destroyed because they lack that knowledge and they don't consider. Okay. And like I said, that storyline has been played out. Okay, going all the way back to the Exodus. Okay, when they actually saw the miracles. Okay, Jake saw the miracle. They saw the chariot. They saw the sea being split. Right? They saw all the plagues. Okay, when Yahushua was on the scene, they saw Yahushua do the miracles. They literally saw him. Yet did all Israel cleave to Yahushua and his father? No, they didn't. But what did a lot of them do? They gave him up to be destroyed, and they said, let his blood be on our children, us and our children. So this is pretty much. Let's fast forward all the way to the end. These are the same spirits that gave up Yahushua, okay, or didn't believe. Really gave up Yahushua, or didn't believe on Yahushua, because Yahushua was in the beginning. He was the one in the chariot. Okay? Give heed to, distinguish, consider, to have discernment, insight, understanding. I mean, you can read more, right? I mean, you can go through each and every one of those definitions and make a lesson out of it. Okay? But let's go back to Hosea. We'll come back here. But let's go back to Hosea 4:6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. See that? When our people don't consider the words, that is a form of rejecting. So when you watch this, you should watch it. Hey, Jake has been rejected of Yahweh Shemal Shai. They've been rejected. Okay? And I was like, man, shit, I'm not catching no hell. You think, I'm catching all type of hell, and which we are, and we that it is what it is. We're in the beast. We're in Babylon the Great. We're in the belly of the beast. We that oppressive hand, and the Most High, He chastises. But at the same time, man, we're highly, highly blessed that the Most High, He gave us that gift of faith. Okay, you can't take that gift of faith and belief for granted. Okay, and ultimately, the Lord, He set us up to push out His word. That's amazing in itself. To be part of something that's everlasting. Because remember, this is going to manifest into everlasting life. Okay? So, hey, that's just something to meditate upon. It says, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. I will also forget thy children. These are forgotten. Let's play some more, man, because Jake is forgotten. Okay?
Ya no, porque ya todo eso no lo comimos. Porque tuvieron que los carros se devaluaron. Todo se devaluó. No te estoy mintiendo, te voy a mostrar mi nevera.
Look at
Yo
this,
soy
look at this.
comerciante, vuelvo y te lo repito, mira. Mira si hay un pedazo de pollo aquí.
Got a goddamn thing in there.
Nada. Si hay un
Nada.
pedazo de carne, nada. Vivo de lo diario, como vivimos todo el mundo.
They're living day by day, man. Especially during this pandemic, man. This is increasing poverty. This is increasing upward. Things are going to spill over. And remember, it's going to come to America. And you, America, is going to get it the worst. Because, they've always been all messed up. They always been in that low poverty state. So Jake is able to maneuver. And, it's not like they lived in opulence before. But they were creeping up into the second class. And then the Most High was like, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. You're not going to prosper. Okay? And the only way to prosper in this society is to completely sell out to Satan. Okay? And that's really not prospering because you're going to soon be destroyed. Okay?
O sea que si yo hoy no vendo, yo no como.
The situation in the apartment next door is even worse. Sandra is a single mother of 7.
Primero Jonathan, Yeximar, Yeglimar, Yelimar.
And when you go into those names, you really want to break those names down. They all go back to Hebrew. Those are just like transliterations, So hey, that's even more proof. A lot of Jake be naming their kids, Hebrew names, not even knowing it.
Eliezer, son muchos, son muchos. Se me olvida.
She thought her dreams had come true when she was given this home a decade ago after camping outside the presidential palace for 6 weeks and pleading her case. Now things have taken a serious downturn. She's selling whatever she can.
Sí, estoy vendiendo. Vendí el congelador, el televisor. Aquí en la cocina. No tengo cocina, ¿ven? Mi cocina está dañada. Estoy cocinando acá a mi bebé porque no tengo. Tuve que salir de eso. No tengo casi olla porque hasta la olla de presión la tuve que vender porque yo tengo otro bebé pequeño, ¿sabes? Y tengo un niño, él, que convulsiona. Ajá, y tengo un hijo que es paciente oncológico. Fue paciente oncológico, está en tratamiento. Tengo mi bebé, tengo una niña de 14 años. Como se darán de cuenta, bueno, no tenemos gas, mi casa humildemente. Pasa adelante. No cuento con pipote, muchas veces no hay agua, porque a veces no tenemos un tanque. El cuartico de mis hijos, tuve que vender una cama y me quedé nada más con un solo colchón. Yo tengo 7, pero 3 duermen acá y 2 duermen acá y tengo un bebecito pequeño, ¿sabes? Tengo un bebé pequeño. Ahí está. Que toma tratamiento porque él...
You see that? Jake is catching all types of hell down there. She just had a baby. And he taking medicine. The baby taking medicine because, if there's an obstruction, a breathing obstruction, telling Jake, Esau probably jabbed the baby up. And if you were to, break down the scriptures to Jake down there, even in this low state, they not going to believe it. Why? Because they believe and they love Caesar Borgia. So Jake will continue to get jacked up for worshiping other gods. Okay, let me bring out let me finish in Isaiah, but let me bring out another scripture really quick. Okay. I'm spelling that wrong. Right? Exodus 21, and the Most High spake all these words, saying, I am the Lord thy power, Yahweh power, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. And we're going to be taken out of the new house of bondage, okay? The spiritual Egypt, spiritual Sodom, which is America, okay? Babylon the Great. The Lord is going to take us out of the house of bondage, as well as all our people that are scattered throughout the 4 corners of the earth, okay? Thou shalt have no other God before me. That's the first commandment right there, okay? And the so-called 10 commandments, okay? Thou shalt have no other God before me. thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord thy power, am a jealous power. See, the Most High is jealous. Oh, God is love. Oh, God. Yeah, but the Most High also is jealous. Okay, and he gets angry. Okay, he gets upset, just like you. Okay, but this is on a God level. Okay, and we're seeing, well, we experienced it. We experienced it at its height, and we're going through it again. Okay, we're still experiencing the anger of the Lord. Yet the Lord's actually having that now we're experiencing. Yeah, we are experiencing anger, but also we're experiencing the mercy. And the Lord, He has His hand out there to His people, but Jake is slapping the Lord's hand, his hand, from him, and he's trying to save him, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and the fourth generation of them that hate me. See? And showing mercy unto thousands of them that love me and keep my commandments. So the Lord, He's showing mercy unto us that love Him, okay, and keep His commandments. Yet He's visiting, okay, the iniquity of the fathers upon the third and fourth generation. And this is pretty much these are the Jakes that the Most High is visiting. Even this baby, this baby done. Now the Most High can have mercy. I'm not saying the baby's finished, but shit, look at the baby. A lot of Jake is gonna be destroyed. That's just the way that it is. I'm sorry to tell you that. And if you're emotional and you can be caught up in your emotions. You need to get out of your emotions. Okay, this is the Most High. Look what the Most High just said. Let's read it again. It's not Jake down there doing that. They serving all types of God. They literally bow down to Caesar Borgia, the white Christ. Oh, you have Brazil. Let me bring this out really quick. Brazil, Jesus statue. They building a new one. You see that? Hold on. And Esau's behind it, but when Jake get into a god, they worship the god, more than any other nation. They really get into it, They really get into it. So yeah, Esau's behind, and Esau knows if he keep pushing that image that the Most High is never going to deal with us. Okay, but he didn't account for the elect. But look at this. It says Brazil is building a new statue of Jesus, and it's going to be bigger than Rio's. Okay, and you already know that statue. They building a bigger. This is the same guy that pretty much destroyed that whole land and put you in captivity. Okay, but you was going off. Our people were completely going off. Child sacrificing, passing their kids through the fire. They were into homosexuality. They were into drinking blood. They were into worshiping idols and different gods. So the Most High sent Esau, okay? And now they worship Jesus, okay? Which is even a bigger demon. And they don't even consider that, what they're doing is perpetually keeping them in that low state. They don't even consider that. But let's read this again. It says, thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I am the Lord thy power, am a jealous power, visiting iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me. And we all know about the third and fourth generation. We already know that breakdown. That's talking about reincarnation. Because you come back every third or fourth generation. Okay? You might not get judged, and say your past life, but then when your ass come back, you got obstructive breathing, as a baby. Okay, the Most High getting you. One of her kids had cancer. Another kid is suffering from convulsions. So Jake is, and this is not like an isolated This is not like isolated like one or two people. Now this is pretty much all Jake down there. Okay, all Jake down there is getting jacked up. Okay, and I'm pretty sure they heard the word and they brushed it off. Well, we read in Psalm 19 that this word goes out in all languages. Okay, yeah, I've seen a brother do a video in Japanese speaking about the mark. So hey, we're in a time where everybody's going to be accounted. Everybody's going to be held responsible. Each individual, you're not going to be able to point a finger. Oh, that Israelite, I don't like that Israelite group. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, the way they talk. No, you going to have to deal with the judgment day. You can't point the finger. You can't pass the finger. You can't pass the buck. Okay? Each individual Israelite is going to have to deal with what they've done. Okay? And we can breathe scriptures out. We know those scriptures. But let's go back to Isaiah. Let's finish this up. Most man, I'm gonna just leave it at that. Sometimes you get riled up in the spirit, but let's just stick up to the scriptures. Isaiah 1:4. Sinful nation. Okay, Jake is sinful. Okay, when I was watching that documentary. I don't feel no type of way. Good for their ass. Okay, may the Most High put more hell upon them. Okay, and have mercy to those who come back to Him. Okay, if you're not trying to serve Yahweh Shema Shai, may the Most High destroy you. Okay, yet if you are trying to serve Yahweh Shema Shai to the best of your ability, may Yahweh Shema Shai have mercy upon you and your household. Our sinful nation, a people laden with iniquity. Okay, sin upon sin upon sin, and them Asherites, and you got Naphtali, you got Asher, you got Issachar, all down there, and all the tribes, Ephraim, Manasseh, all the tribes down there, man. They doing all type of wickedness, man, as well as all the tribes that are up here. Man, I went on World Star for a second, man. I had to get up. I'm like, man, this is getting out of hand. Jake is complete. Every time you see a woman, she ain't got no clothes on. Every time you see a dude, he a sodomite, or he toting a gun, okay, or so-called self-proclaimed rapper. Okay, it's just bad, A seed of evildoer, yeah, just a seed of evildoers. The Most High he got to get that GMO seed out of there. He got to destroy it, okay? Because you Jakes, you wicked Jakes that are not coming back. You're as a GMO seed. You're as a mixed seed. I'm just joking. I'm making a joke, but basically, you're a damn GMO. You're a GMO. Who want to eat a GMO? It's going to destroy you. Okay, so the Most High, He got to destroy. Okay, 2/3. Okay, He's going to destroy a large portion of Israelites. Now you're going to have Israelites that are going to wake up out of that dead state. Okay, and the prophecy state that. Okay, but we know there's going to be an even larger number that is not going to come to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, because that 2/3 and that 1/3, that's speaking about here in America. Okay, and it's all type of Israelites all around the world. There's more Israelites than any other nation. Children that are corrupters, see, they have forsaken the Lord. They have provoked the Holy One of Israel unto anger. They are gone all way backward. Okay. It says, why should ye be stricken anymore? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. Yeah, Jacob's not going to get it together. Okay, 2/3, they're not going to get it together. They've gone backwards. They're worse than the other nations. The other nations have more of a backbone and more of a more sense in their mind than Jake. Now we understand it was all by design, especially Esau, Edom, and the other nations. They forward the affliction. Yet Jake don't have excuse now, because it don't take no money to change your ways. It don't take money. It just takes belief, okay, and following the counsel of Yahweh Shema Shai, okay, and then from there the Lord, He'll start building you up. But a lot of our people, they don't really want to be built up. They want to stay in that perpetual state of sleep, of darkness. So they're going to die okay, in darkness. A lot of Jake down there is going to die. They're already dying. Okay, but that was it on that. You can read more if you want, right? It is going into how Jake is just completely finished. All right, and you can watch this documentary. Lord's will. I'll just, let me just highlight it now, and I'll put it in the description box. But if you really wanted to watch, you know where to go. Okay, until next time. Shalom to elect.